This is Marcos here for Fight Hub TV with UFC light heavyweight Tito Ortiz at Tachi Palace Fights 5. How has your neck surgery been? How has your recovery been?
My recovery's been actually really good. It's just been a factor now, just getting my weight back up. Probably about a month and a half ago, I was down to about 197, the lightest I've ever been, in my whole career. Having neck surgery is really serious. Of course, everybody can see it at TitoOrtiz.com of what I went through, and now I have no more pain, no more achiness. My hands aren't going numb. I don't have headaches. And it's a blessing in disguise. Dr. William Smith out of Las Vegas, who did the surgery, I'm very thankful. God's looking over me right now, so it's the rebuild time. This is the cometh twice.
Now moving on to Chuck Liddell, you're supposed to fight him. Did you see his last fight?
Of course I watched his last fight, and I watched money go out the window. I hope his health is good. I hope I know he got beat up a little bit after the fight. He was, bruised up a little bit. It just kind of was sad for me because I wanted to get my chance, and hopefully I do get my chance. I guess it's in UFC's hands, and it's in Chuck's hands of what he wants to do in his future. I just wish him the best, and hopefully, he can get back in the cage. But after, I believe it was 4 or 5 straight knockouts, that really puts a hamper on someone's head. I would love to kick his ass in the cage, of course, but I would like to see him, live his life to the fullest. And getting punched, getting knocked out as much as he does, it's kind of scary, very scary. All bullshit aside, Chuck Liddell is my friend. People, he could say how much he was and whatever, but I like Chuck. And the fight career is great. We make great money, but it is not about that. It's about our health, and I know he has kids, and that's what it's about. And I hope he has a speedy recovery, and I hope he has a chance to get back in the cage, and I get my chance. I know all the fans would love to see that, but if not, who else do I fight? Liddell. If he doesn't do it, Forrest Griffin number 3, that would be awesome. Forrest, you want to step up? He just coming off of surgery. I'm coming off of surgery. We gave the people 2 great fights, so let's do that again. Ace, him, I would love that. That'd be great, but I know he has a broken arm, so it ain't going to be a while. I'm expecting to come back by November, so right now I'm just sitting back and healing up and letting Dana and the UFC when I'll be coming back, and hopefully by November I'll be doing that.
Now I noticed that on the back of your shirt it says "Run, Forrest, run," correct?
This is the shirt that I wore after the fight. It's all fun, man. It's all fun and games. And like I said, me and Forrest, we gave a very entertaining fight the both times we fought. He got the last one, I got the one before that. So let's do a rubber match. That'd be awesome. I know it'd do great on pay-per-view. Maybe an undercard on the fight with the next Brock Lesnar card. That'd be awesome. I'd like to fight on the same card of Brock Lesnar because I'm a huge fan of the guy. It's awesome to see him win against Shane Carwin, and I think he's going to be one of the greatest heavyweights ever in the UFC history.
Touching on the heavyweights, Fedor just lost, big shock. Brock just won. What's your, observation on the heavyweight division? Do you feel that Fedor was the top guy, and now that Brock won makes him the top guy?
How can you be the top guy if you don't fight the top guys of your weight? I don't know. That's just a question and answer that I'll answer myself. Fedor was one of the best, but everybody loses. You can't win forever. Everyone has losses. You look at everyone's records, everybody has a loss, no matter what. They'll lose one time or another. And that's what this game is about. That's why it's so much different than boxing. It's so much different than any other sport, that when you get a loss, the game's not over. You come back, hop back on the bike and keep pedaling and keep going and try to get wins after win after win. And, that's what I'm going to do with my career. And, surgeries won't stop me. I went through 2 level fusion in my back, 1 level fusion in my neck, and it's not going to stop me. This is how much I want to fight. This is how bad I want to get back in the cage. I've made all the money in the world. It ain't about that anymore. It's about getting in that cage and trying to get a world title around my waist again. So, I really see the heavyweight division as all these guys will battle against each other. Just at the end of the day or the end of the year, who's the one who has the belt around their waist, and that's what's going to matter. And I see Brock the one keeping it.
Finally, do you feel that Chuck should retire? I know you're kind of torn on that issue, but what do you feel?
As a fighter, no, I want my chance. As a man and a person that's in this sport and looks for other fighters' health, yes. Just because, he's 40 years old, he's been knocked out his last 5 times, and not just knocked out where the referee stopped, but knocked out unconscious. And when you're blowing snot bubbles, it's really sad. I just, I hope he makes the right decision. I would love to get the fight. I know we have the bad blood against each other. I would love to have the fight, but at the same time, I'm afraid for him, just for his health. And I care about the guy, man. I want to see him live a full life, and maybe getting knocked out the way he does is not good for him. So, like I say, as a fighter, I would love to kick his ass, but, as a person, I would love to see him retire.
Well, Tito Ortiz, thank you very much. I know we can't wait for you to come back into the cage.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. And hopefully by the end of this year, November, maybe December, I'll be back. UFC bound, baby.